This is for Chapter 3. In what situations should mean, median, and mode be used? First of all, let's start with mode. Mode, as you know, is the most commonly occurring number, and this is most useful when we have nominal variables or variables that differ by name. So if you have variables that have words as the possible values, you're going to be using a mode as a potentially valuable indicator of central tendency. Median, or the number in the middle, should be used when we have ordinal variables or variables where the order of the answers matters. Or, importantly for our class, when the distribution is skewed with outliers. And I'll show you the reason for this in a moment. Let's first talk about when mean should be used. Mean is the most common indicator of central tendency that we'll be using in our statistics class. It just means the average of the numbers, or the sum of all the scores divided by the number of scores. And that's our shorthand for that. And we use this as a very useful indicator when the distribution is quantitative, continuous. That means the numbers can fall anywhere along a continuum, and normally distributed or symmetrical. The reason for this is important for you to understand, and the little video that we watched about wealth in the US explains this a little bit. But in a normal distribution that looks like this, it is symmetrical, then we will find that mode, median, and mean are all approximately equal. So mean, median, and mode are approximately equal. In a skewed distribution, positive skew or negative skew, the values way out on the end. So here are our values, and we have most of the values falling in this area. We'll draw in some bars here. And then we have our outlier, and our outlier is here. And it is the value that is far outside of the range of the rest of the values. And this outlier has profound magnetic capabilities, and it pulls most strongly at the mean. So instead of the mean being located in the middle where the mode might be, the mean might be pulled. Is pulled toward this very strong outlier that's present to create the skew. The median is not pulled much at all. It's still the number in the middle, and the mode doesn't change at all. But the mean is strongly affected by an outlier, strongly pulled by an outlier. So if the outlier is in the positive end of the distribution, as in this picture, the mean will be higher than the median and the mode. Likewise, if the outlier is in the lower tail of the distribution, as in this image, here is our outlier, or even here. These can both be outliers, but the bulk of our data are in the center. Then we would have a mode that remains at the most common value. We would have a median that is not too far away from that. The number in the middle doesn't change much, but the mean would be pulled very far off course by the outlier. And remember, these outliers work like magnets, and so this mean would be pulled toward the magnets. They're coming together to create, make the mean not a very good indicator of the central tendency of the numbers. So I hope this was helpful and made sense to you. Thank you for tuning in.